Welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Helen, a digital marketer who works in L&D, and I'm trying to set up our LMS for the very first time. I'm learning as I go and hopefully will help you along the way too. Our last video was taking on the branding to the next level. We've covered lots of in-depth branding that you can do in your LMS, including navigation, home pages, course images, and fonts. Now it's day 5, and we've made some really great progress so far. Our LMS is looking really nice now, if I do say so myself. So today we're looking at the edition versus non-edition. So up to now, we've gone through a lot on branding, layout, and learner experience. So this feels like the next natural step because the theme you choose directly affects how much control you actually have over all of that. The edition is something our BuildEmpire team have built to sit on top of Totra LMS, where you can choose Inspire as your theme, or if you wanted to, Ventura. But as a paying customer of BuildEmpire, you can choose our edition. So this offers a few cool extras that we've added over time. You'll get a few more features that gives you more flexibility and more design control. So today I'm going to go through the two, edition versus non-edition, and what tools and features I can use to make my LMS even better. So here's my LMS as it is now, and it's already on the basic Totra Inspire theme, just to show you for before and after. So for a bit of context, this is the bog standard theme you get when you're on any version of Totra. So here's what it looks like. It is clean and it is simple, which is no bad thing. I can see my courses, a few standard blocks, and everything is laid out logically. I can obviously also change the blocks that are here. You can also change the setup so it's one column or two, or split it so you have a different number of blocks as well. Now let's have a go at moving some of these around to see what it looks like. So, okay, I think that looks good, but it needs more work. Let me just move this here and this here. Right, that's looking better now. Still, maybe more we can do to improve this layout, but let's see how the edition can help us with that. And now I'll move over to the BuildEmpire Edition. For more context, the edition has regular releases, so there's always something new to test out. Each release has lots of different features, but the first release came with our edition theme, known as Blueprint, which has a very different look and feel compared to Tocha Inspire or Ventura. It feels subtle, but if you take particular notice, there's rounding of the edges, there's slightly better formatting in terms of headers and buttons even. And this one looks to me more like a website, and that's kind of what we were going for, really. In the case you wouldn't guess, I'm obviously going to go with the edition on my LMS, so rather than the Inspire. And as you'll have seen in my previous episodes, as part of the edition and its theme Blueprint, I get loads more control over branding. So with Totra, you can choose all your core colours, but the edition breaks those colours down even more so that you can have even more say on how your platform looks. So when you're working with a bright brand color palette, it can be a bit overwhelming, as I mentioned before as well. So to have everything in one color is a bit much. So this way it's easy to add more diversity into your branding. But theming isn't all you get from the edition. There's loads of extras that I can start making use of now and when I start creating content as well. A big one I'll be doing a feature episode on is gamification. So in standard Tocha, you can add badges blocks when you enroll, and then when you complete a course, you earn a badge. That badge will then appear in the learner's badges block. Simple, right? But the edition takes it to another level. So basically, when you enroll in a course, the edition's version of the course block will show you badges you're eligible for as well. So it's a small difference, but it makes a really big impact. And I definitely want to use this feature on my LMS. So let's go and see how to use it. So for this to work, I have to have a badges set up, and I need a custom block added as well. But every time I'm seeming to go in it as well, it keeps giving me an error. So I want them to trigger on course completion, but I haven't set up my courses yet. So let me phone a friend and send a quick message to the team and ask them why. So, okay, just got this back from Susanna, our implementation specialist. So It looks like I'm gonna have to put a pin in this for this one, and I'll come back to it later in another video. Lesson learned on badges here. So I need to set up my courses first before I create badges for them, so you can assign them properly. You'll have to stay tuned for that future video on that one. Then when I'll be diving into setting up my first course, I'll mention badges there. And with the other gamification features in the edition, I can also get access to this leaderboard block, which I can place on my learner's homepage. And of course, the points tally in the top bar as well. So for our LMS, I'm wanting to create some competition in our team. So this is going to be really good to help me do that. Some friendly competition is always good. We don't have loads of content to share yet, so it's important that I really engage with them in what we do have and encourage them to pay close attention to that. So another key thing I want on my homepage is reminders of key content. So I'm going to add another edition only block, which is the My Courses block. Here I can control which courses appear and filter them by status or type. I think for this I could organize it into training type, for example. So let's break it down by features, as that seems to be a logical way to do it. I really like that this can be like pulled up on the homepage because it makes it so much easier to access. So you're not searching around everywhere for it. Plus, it looks a lot better visually than Inspire. Let me just show you quickly. Okay, so here are my courses, and it will eventually pull through when we have courses, that is, the courses by type. So we've got gamification, etc. So I'm going to show you everything there once it's set up properly in a later episode, but you can kind of get a like an idea of what it looks like now. And then when it comes to setting up courses, I'm going to be able to access a whole load of extra activities and content types too. So our learning is going to need a lot of video content, and the edition provides a lot more management options than standard Totra. So if video is a big part of your learning strategy, you'll love this as well. Again, I won't set this up now, as I'll save that for the first course episode, so stay tuned to that one. Now, let's move on to some more features. I often market, but I haven't set them up myself yet. So, these features I'm really keen to use in my LMS because I can see just how powerful they are with our customers, and they always spark interest with L&D professionals as well. So, if I go back to my main home page, I'm going to add in our dashboard banner block now. I definitely want one of these for our LMS because it just helps grab attention for the important announcements, and you can also add a link as well so you can use it to guide users to the right place. I'll quickly show you how you can update this too. As I add it to my LMS, it seems very simple so far, especially from what I've heard from the team as well. So you can edit it here, and you can add an image and text. Remember, sizing is always important, as I said, for these. You need to make sure the dimensions are right for any imagery that you use. Right, that looks great, really captures attention. There's even more features from the edition that I've covered in the branding episode. So if you have missed that, do go back and watch it. Plus, I'll link a full breakdown in the description as well. These details may seem small to some, but they do add up, and they do make a real difference when learners are using the platform day in and day out. It's super easy to make quick tweaks and improve your LMS over time, like we've just done today. So now that's a quick intro into the edition. I'm going to wind up showing you a lot of it over the coming episodes and when we go to build courses and dashboards. But I feel like there's some nice new additions to my LMS now. So yeah, let me know, what do you think of my progress? I'd love to get your thoughts. For me, the biggest difference between the edition and the non-edition is the control. So with the edition, I have a lot fewer constraints. I can shape the learner's experience more with the added flexibility, and can make it really aligned with the branding as well, with all those more options that I've got. And if you do want to keep up to date with all the BuildEmpire features and new releases, sign up for our newsletter. I'll pop the details in the description. Next time, I'm going to have a special guest, our implementation expert, Susanna, who will be joining us to go through what's next for our LMS and help me along the way. So I can't wait to see what she thinks of what we've done so far and what advice she gives. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.